Hare Krishna. So yesterday we saw in the 16th, 17th and 18th verses all the major Pandava warriors who blew their conch shells. And we also saw how it is all those who are mentioned here who were the survivors of the entire battlefield. This blowing of conch shell had a very significant effect on the Kaurava army. What was it? Is the subject matter of today's discussion. So we have the 19th verse today. Saghosho dhartra rashtra hridayani vyadarayat nabhascha prithivim chaiva tumulo abhyunanadayan. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. So, the most important point we see is when the Pandava army and the most important warriors of the Pandava side blew their conch shells, it shattered the hearts of Duryodhana and camp. Whereas when we go in the flashback and if we see when Bhishma blew his conch shell and all the other important Kaurava warriors blew their conch shells and kettle drums and drums, there is no effect that is mentioned which is tantamount to creating fear in the Pandavas' hearts. Whereas when the Pandava army blew their conch shells, it was frightening to the Kauravas. Why? First and foremost is Duryodhana never expected that Pandavas will be able to amass this much of strength. So he was in a shock. Till now, for all these whiles, Pandavas have been mistreated, so much so that their wife, and there was an attempt to disrobe her in the entire assembly. They have lost themselves, they have been subjugated to humiliation, contempt and what not. 12 years they have been absent from the scene, 1 year incognito, they are running for their lives, and even after all this, they are able to gather a phalanx or Sena of 7 Akshauhini divisions. That was shattering Duryodhana's heart. This is from Duryodhana's side. The other effect also is that this sound is shattering to the Kauravas because if we see when Panchajanya, Devadatta and Poundra, the 3 conch shells of Lord Krishna, Arjuna and Bhima, they blew. They are described as Divyau Shankhau Pradadmatuh. They are Divya Shankha or they are divine conch shells. So the effect of the blowing of these divine conch shells and all the other major Pandava warriors blowing their conch shells was that it really created fear in Duryodhana's heart. Here we also have this confidence surging in the Pandavas because of their entire dependence and full confidence on Krishna's presence with them. This is also very significant. We know that when the battle was set, there was done that the battle would happen, and everyone, the Kauravas and the Pandavas, are trying to woo all the other kings so that they could join their own parties. Duryodhana and Arjuna happened to visit Krishna on the same day, at the same time in fact. Duryodhana came first, Lord Krishna was taking rest. And Duryodhana thought, why should I sit at Krishna's feet? I will sit at his face or head. Sometime later, Arjuna came and he promptly sat at the lotus feet of Krishna. When Krishna opened his eyes, it is natural that when somebody sleeping and he opens his eyes, rather than seeing someone who's sitting behind the head, someone sees who's sitting at the feet or one's feet. So there we have Krishna seeing Arjuna and saying, what gets you here? And he gets up and Arjuna tells why he is there. Then he sees Duryodhan. Duryodhan also tells why he is here. Incidentally, both of them are there for the same reasons, to ask the hand of Krishna and his army. So Krishna very tactfully said, see, there are 2 points in which I divide myself. One side is me, who will not take any battle weapon in the battlefield, and the other side is my Narayani Sena. So you can choose among yourself, but because I first happen to see Arjuna, I will ask Arjuna first what is his choice. And Krishna asked Arjuna, Arjuna, what do you want? And Arjuna very happily said, my dear Lord, I want you. Krishna said, beware Arjuna, I am again saying, I will not lift any weapon. Arjuna said, it doesn't matter, I just want you. And Duryodhan was very, very happy getting that one division of phalanx of army from Narayani Sena from Lord Krishna. So this way we see it is the devotee's characteristic that he is always dependent on Krishna. Shastras say, Yasyam vai shruyamanayam Krishne param purushe bhaktir utpadyate pumsam shoka moha bhaya apaha. When just by hearing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when bhakti is awakened in a person's heart, immediately 3 things disappear. What are they? Shoka, lamentation; moha, illusion; and bhaya, fear. As soon as Bhakti Devi enters a living entity's heart, lamentation, sorrow and fear, they all run away. So it is because of their presence in Pandava's side, because of Krishna's presence in the Pandava's side, that they are exuberating supreme confidence. Also another important point is here it is described Saghosho Dhartra Rashtranam Hridayani Vyadarayat. It could have simply be said Kauravanam Hridayani Vyadarayat. Why Dhartra Rashtranam? This signifies that each and every Kaurav very, very perfectly embodies the same mode that Dhritarashtra has. What is Dhritarashtra mode? He does not want any compromise. No compromise whatsoever. Entire kingdom for myself. And so are all the Kauravas who are his sons. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.